So how to change the spark plug of a F800. First of all, I've removed the side covers that come off. You have to take off the indicator to do that. And then I removed the top cover that was on top here, that goes around there. There's 2 screws in the side there, and then there's 4 screws on top here. Okay, so you remove that off, then you loosen the battery, you loosen this top plate, you take the battery out, and you're left with this and this, which we need to remove. So I've removed these already at the back here. Okay, and I just got those there to remove, those there. I've removed the top ones, and we'll have a look at this when that's done. Okay, so this has been loosened. This comes off. Just going to put that down for there. So it exposes your air filter here. I also loosened this. You just push this little goodie into itself like that, and it pops off. So now we've got everything loose. What I've done is I put the screws back into their places so that there's not that extra worry. You can see my filter is quite clean. There's not that extra worry of where to put the screws. So now I've just got to find out where to loosen the rest of it, and then we should be on our way. Okay, so after releasing these nuts, releasing that nut just to get a little bit more flex over here, and taking out these ones. So you don't have to take out all of those like I did on the other side. On the other side I took all those out and I took the panel off. But you don't have to do that. You just have to release it so you've got enough flex. And then this wire here comes up and it's clipped in there, in that clip there. There's a little clip over here. So it clips in there, and then the one comes over and clips in there, so you've got to take that off. And this other one is this is the one I took off earlier that clips on here. Okay, it clips on there. So once you release that wire, then this goodie should be able to move quite freely. Is there anything else holding onto it? Okay, there's a pipe. There's a pipe underneath there that's holding onto it, which I'm going to try and avoid taking off, because if you have a look through here, you can actually see where the plugs are situated there. That's the coil and the plug underneath. That's the coil and the plug underneath. So you should be able to get to that either by lifting this whole piece up and working through there. So that's all you need to do, really. But I'll let you know we'll see what we can do now. Okay, so after removing that hose underneath, which is just one of these clamps that you squeeze, after removing that from the bottom, you're able to pull this free of this lot, and then you've got everything exposed over here, so you can work nice and freely here. There's a lot of space, and you can change your spark plugs. Just remember, when you're putting it back, you've got to line up the airbox pipes onto the system here, injection system. But yeah, it all looks good. Looks good. So now I'm going to remove these. Obviously clip them here, pull them off, and then take out the spark plugs. One of these is supposed to be new. The left one is supposed to be new. So BMW replaced that recently. that's supposed to be new, and this one is not new. So back to the bike. I've taken out the spark plugs. Well, no, I haven't taken out. I've taken out the what do they call these things? I don't know what you call them, but these goodies here that go onto the spark plug. Taken those things out, and I found that there's water in the bottom there. So I've tried to drain the water by sucking it out, and not having too much happiness trying to suck it out. You never know how much water is still in there. So I saw that there was some water inside the air box, which means there's, see the drops of water there. So it means that it's either coming in through, it's probably coming in through this intake. But it's totally ridiculous that there is water in there anyway. It means that you can't ride the BMW, because that piece over there sits kind of in there. So in other words, the water's coming in while you're riding, and it's coming straight into this, getting sucked in, and yeah, it's actually I'm quite surprised that those things aren't facing like full on down, so the tips of them facing down. Yeah, so we have, that's probably what's causing the bike to jerk, is water inside there, causing a short circuit against the wall of the thing. But anyway, I'm going to phone a friend and ask them how to get that water out. Probably an air line, but I don't have an air line. So I'm going to try and get that water out, and then take those spark plugs out, replace them, put those things back, and then hopefully we solve the problem, and maybe put a whole lot of silicone somewhere, I don't know. But that's it. It's quite an easy way to get to the spark plugs. You just have to disconnect a few hoses, this hose mainly, and then this hose here. I took this one off. This is just a breather, so no clamps on it. This one over here, I don't know what this is. It looks like some kind of water line, maybe the incoming water line, or the outgoing water line, or something, I don't know. But anyway, there we go. That's how to change the spark plugs.